Man, the Atlanta Falcons, we've been watching them all year, and it's just like win one, win, lose two, win one. Oh, man, just right there from really taking off. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why I think they're going to make a huge move. But before that, if you're new to the channel, we make videos for teams that are ignored by the national media. And we're Detroit Lions fans, so we know all about that. But the Falcons are a team, I get it, NFC South, weaker this year. But for a team that really had very little expectations. No one was really talking about them. They're right in the hunt for the division. So let's take a look at that. We'll talk about the move that we're talking that this video is about. So huge win against the Saints. I mean, that was their season. Had to have it. Sitting there at 4-6. It's just like, I don't know. And then you get that victory, move ahead of the Saints. And so now, as kind of 11, 12 weeks are over and we're able to just kind of sit here and see where we're at. Yes, the division leader is under 500. Get that. But you are the division leader in the Falcons. I feel like they're going to make a move here and really separate from the field, because we'll break it down. You can see that pretty clearly. So the Saints have the Lions this week. And again, being Lions fan, the Lions are in a little bit of a slump here, but could really break out of that against the Saints. And that would be tough on them to lose another game and go 5-7. And we'll get to the other teams here in just a second, but I'll look at how the Falcons really can win out at this point. Buccaneers, I mean, with Baker Mayfield as your quarterback, it's just tough. It's just tough. Panthers, obviously, way out of it. So it's Falcons, Saints, even though the Buccaneers are right here, but just it feels different. So you got Falcons, Saints. And here's what I love. And about look at all these pop-ups. Okay. The thing I love about the Falcons, and we'll look at their schedule and see how they can win out. When the Lions played them, you saw it, like just physical, tough. They're in every game, and they're getting to that point where they're just hard to beat. So they rushed for 228 yards, played physical, pick six, Jesse Bates. Like Jesse Bates, that guy from week one made plays. Love him in Atlanta. He is a huge part of what they're doing. So they're always just in the game. If they can get consistent quarterback play, doesn't have to be great quarterback play, just really consistent. I love the Atlanta Falcons. I realized the identity was to run the football, says Bergeron. He said when Matthew Bergeron arrived this summer, it didn't take long for the Atlanta Falcons second-round pick to see what the offense wanted to accomplish. They can run the ball. They've got talent around. They've got a good enough defense to keep them in games. That is a winning formula this late in the season. And so that's why I love what they're doing and what they can do to close out the season. Jets. I mean, come on, you've got to win that game. If you're going to win the division, that's a game you win. If you lose it, then it's like, well, then okay. Then we know that, all right, we never really were going to win the division. We can't beat the Jets, because the Jets we know their story. They just struggle offensively, great defensively. And then here we go. Buccaneers, got to win that game. Panthers, got to win it. Colts, got to win it. And Bears, I mean, come on. So that, and then the Falcons, or then the Saints again. And that'll be for it, the division right here. But I think that won't even, because you have an opportunity to win each one of these games. And if you win all these games, come up to the Saints, then you're going to be golden, because the Saints, you look at their schedule. They've got the Lions here, which I think, I'm trying not to be a Lions homer slappy, but the Lions are due to really play well. Goff is on the road, but indoors, and he's just good indoors, and he loves being on the road. And like he's a gamer. Like the guy's a gamer, and he's got criticisms, but man, he goes on the road. He's just a dude that loves to play on the road. Indoors though, love it. Panthers, okay, probably a win. Giants, probably a win. But then Rams, Bucks, and then here we go right here. So their schedule, this Rams game just feels like at the Rams. Stafford's getting into the season. You just gotta, there's a loss here, and now this is maybe for all the marbles, but they've already beat them, Falcons, so the Falcons could win again. So I just think the Falcons are the team in the division that are going to win the division. For a minute there, looked like Buccaneers, looking good. Panthers were never in it. Saints, where you at? Falcons, I think they're the team that's going to win the division. take a huge move up the standings over the next couple of weeks and into that final game where hopefully it's not for all the marbles. Hopefully the Falcons have pulled ahead enough, but all it will take will be one game ahead. And if they win, then it's even, then they each have one win, then it goes to tiebreakers. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one. Again, we are Detroit Lions fans, but we have this channel that talks about teams that get ignored by the national media. And we'll see all of you on the next one.